Good morning, this is Yuktha and I will be presenting my interior design project KONNAATI, the Yakshagana Puppetry Studio, with a small clip. The echoes of drums, the rustle of costumes, and the flicker of painted eyes. These sounds and sights are fading. If we don't listen now, there may soon be nothing left to hear. The sounds of the dying art form of Yakshagana Gombayata. But what is Yakshagana Gombayata? It is a traditional string puppet theatre from Karnataka, India that adapts the Yakshagana dance drama style. It means a puppet play in Kannada, and it consists of wooden puppets about 1 to 2 feet tall that are hand-carved, painted, and controlled with strings, mimicking the expression and gestures and movements of the live Yakshagana performances. Here the puppets are made from the halimara or the blackboard tree and usually take 3 to 4 weeks to make. They depict stories from epics such as Mahabharata and Ramayana that date to 100 years old. But today, due to urbanization, modernization, and homogenization of cities, these art forms amongst the many are dwindling and are on the brink of extinction. Once the puppeteer troops were over 100 troops, and now they are dwindling to just 31. And by the end of 2024, there are only 2 active troops left. And traditionally, the performances lasted for 2.5 hours, but today they are reduced to 30 minutes. So how do we as young designers come in and help solve this issue and help communities rise once more? So we can do this by following a few steps: by innovative material and design technique, by sustainable design and life cycle, and providing a platform for the art form to reach the global market. Hence, India will soon reach the sustainable architecture and global innovation platform. Today we will be looking at the Yakshagana Puppetry Studio, and what better site to place it's a video. What better site to place this in the growing capital city of Bangalore? So welcome to KONNAATI, the Yakshagana Puppetry Studio. The site is located in MG Road, Bangalore, which serves as a beacon of opportunity and innovation. It is highly accessible by different modes of transport and is adjacent to the Rangoli Arts Center, which plays a remarkable role in influencing the art scene of the city. Hence, the site becomes accessible to all, children, young adults, working professionals, and tourists as well. The current site sits an urban void, and in this primal area, along with Rangoli, it will serve as a catalyst for artistic expression and foster deeper appreciation for art forms. Hence, Rangoli Arts Center will help in enhancing the growth of the puppetry studio, help provide puppeteers a platform to showcase their talents, and act as a permanent exhibit for the art forms. The word KONNAATI is derived from 2 words: konne, which means corners in the local term Kannada, that is where the puppeteers would entertain the local citizens, and Nati refers to the puppets that are actors enacting scenes from the mythological context. And the brochure design consists of 6 folds that are made out of 6 strings, symbolizing the 6 strings that are used to control the puppet. And the mood board is inspired from the Dravidian architecture style and consists of ranges from the Nippon color range for the true and bright pigments. The material board consists of fabrics for their fluidity and brass rods that accentuate the surfaces. The art form itself is bold, strong, and expressive, along with fabrics of different transparencies, enhancing the concept of light and shadow. Here, the entire building can be metaphorized as a bookshelf, showing the puppets as guests whenever one visits another place. And the puppet is seen as an exterior of the building that attracts visitors inside the place, along with the glass facade that expresses its inability to escape from the humans and the curtains that are present at the represent the drawing of curtains at the beginning and the end of a show. And here we can see the contrast between the solid and void of spaces, the free movement along with the structural orthogonal grid, and a spiral staircase surrounding the puppet to enhance the movement and get a closer visual at the. This is a conceptual section of the entire space. Coming to the ground floor, we have the reception area, the waiting area, the gallery, walkway, and the puppet show area. Here the gallery, the reception area consists of a reception table made out of reclaimed wood and red oxide flooring, which provides a cooling indoor environment. These are a few details for the table. And then we have the gallery display area along with display areas that show the history and the culture of the art form, and a seating table that is made out of flexi-ply. A few details showing the seating and the floor transitions. A closer look at the seating. And then we have the puppet show area is where the puppet show will be held to all the guests who come in. And here the backdrop consists of coconut ply, which is made out of recycled coconut shells. Then we have the electric layout and RCP for the same. And then moving on to the first floor, we have the exhibition space and the souvenir space. So the exhibition space consists of fabrics of different transparencies along with a reflected ceiling light that acts as a wayfinding element for the visitors while they enter the space. And here are a few details. And this would be a view of how the puppet would look from the space. Then this is the partition door that is placed between the exhibition space and the personal workspace. And it consists of the scraps of fabric that are made out of the puppet waste costume. And the souvenir space is where the people can come in and take something back home that they like, and electric layout and RCP for the same. Coming to the second floor, we have the workshop space and the personal workspace. So the workshop space is intended for people who are more interested in the art form to learn, along with a fabric ceiling and light shells made out of coconut. Then we have the main table that is made out of rattan cane that is used for the puppeteer. And along with this, there is a partition that is made out of recycled plastic waste that is found in the city, and it is weaved in and fitted into the framework of rattan cane. And this is the partition, and the storage acts as storage. The partition holds storage for both the puppeteer personal space and the workspace, so it can be accessed from both sides. And this is a few details. And then this is the personal workspace where the puppeteers can store their instruments and tools. Some more views. And we have the electric and RCP for the same. And a glimpse of how the spaces will probably look at night with the lights on. And then we have the main frontal puppet in its glory, along with the staircase surrounding it so that the visitors can touch and feel the puppet as they walk by. And then we have the bay window that not only provides seating but also adds a detail element to the facade. And then a few conceptual sections that show the puppet in its full glory and the change of spaces from public to private. And coming to the macro scale, we understand that the puppeteer is, the KONNAATI is placed between the Church Street and Brigade Road, which are both streets of innovation and opportunity in Bangalore. And here we see that for the edges to become more porous and welcoming, we have different spaces allotted for various options, such as the vending zone and the multi-utility zone, along with urban tactilism, which is done with the help of the Kasuti pattern, which is a pattern mostly found on the saris of women in Karnataka. And then we have street furniture, which mainly is inspired by the two starting letters of the term Yakshagana Gombeata, which is written in the Kannada script, along with street lights that are inspired by the crown of the Yakshagana Gombeata. And then these are a few views of how the space comes alive. And then last but not the least, we have the museum on wheels. So this is the part where there are trailers that go around the city exhibiting the installations, information panels, and history of the puppetry around the public to create awareness. And here the enclosures act as skins, connectors, and hosts for interaction with the trailers and the users. And then the trailer 4 is mainly aimed at targeting the impressionable age of society, given the rise of technology, that there might soon be an end to the puppetry art form, and hence it is created to create awareness with the children with interactive screens and modules. And this is a view of how the space can come alive and enhance any open space. Some more views. And lastly, I would like to say that KONNAATI is a project that operates at both macro and micro scales, bridging two major cultures and communal axes of the city while embedding itself meaningfully within the local fabric. At a larger scale, KONNAATI becomes a symbol of innovation and opportunity, amplifying Karnataka's heritage on a global stage. On the ground, it engages with the everyday user through tactile experiences, culturally resonant design elements, and inclusive urban spaces. Together, these layers create a vibrant, rooted, and forward-looking public realm. And finally, I would like to conclude by saying that KONNAATI aims to follow a cradle-to-cradle approach by repurposing puppet-making waste and urban waste into furniture, partitions, and biogas, with the hope that it will eventually be a self-sustaining system and provide a local design solution. Thank you.